and we're talking about the divisional round playoff games that just wrapped up this past weekend. Obviously, on Saturday, we saw the Texans come in to Arrowhead Stadium and they gave the Chiefs a battle. They had to fight a lot of different adverse situations, but they fall 23-14. The upset of the night would be the Washington Commanders going into Ford Field there in Detroit and beating the Lions 45-31. Jaden Daniels coming up huge for their team. Sunday, like we said, the Eagles beat the Rams 28-22. And then in the nightcap, the battle of the two MVP candidates, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. It is Josh Allen getting the last laugh with the victory and heading to the AFC Championship to face the Chiefs 27-25, which now sets up Championship Sunday, where it will be the Chiefs and Bills, and then the Eagles and the Commanders. So, Elijah, out of all four of these games, who were your standout players from the divisional round? We'll start off with Chiefs Texans.
Travis Kelsey. I know Patrick Mahomes missed him a couple times at the beginning of the game, trying to get some other guys involved. But then when he got Travis Kelsey involved with he had 8 targets, but 7 catches for 117 and a touchdown. I mean, it looked like the man was running on glue. Like he wasn't fast at all, man. But at the end of the day, he made the plays when it was necessary. Third down, second downs, making the drive, keeping it alive. When Patrick did a scramble drill, he found a way to get open in the end zone for that touchdown. So Travis Kelsey to me was the baller of that game. But I also feel like I know we posted that clip with D'Amico Ryans where some people was like officiating and stuff. I won't blame it on officiating. What the Texans' problem was, I think that the Texans lost their own. They lost their game themselves. The opening kickoff, you don't give up an opening kickoff like that, and then turn around, throw your helmet on the ground, and next thing you know, Kansas City's in the goal line with 5 seconds off of the clock. So that's one of the ones. I mean, I know that they had a couple of roughing the passer penalties and things of that nature, but again, it just came down to they didn't protect CJ well enough. So I think Houston kind of more didn't execute the game plan more than Kansas City. But I think with all said and done, Travis Kelsey played the best game out there against those two teams.
Absolutely, I'll agree with you with Travis, man. He now becomes has the most games with 100 yards receiving in the playoffs, with 9, surpassing the great Jerry Rice. I tweeted it out during the game. No matter how old this guy gets, he continues to show you why he is the best tight end to ever lace him up. You got Tony Gonzalez, you got Shannon Sharp, you got Antonio Gates, but Travis, you got Gronk. Travis Kelsey is the best out of all of them, and he proved that. When the lights are the brightest and plays need to be made, whether it's finding an open space for Patrick to find him on a touchdown, whether it's getting open on a third down, whatever it takes, that brother is going to make sure that he does it. And that's why he said in the locker room that he's feeling 22, just like his girlfriend said, Taylor Swift, in one of her famous songs there. I do believe that if he continues to play this well throughout the postseason, then the Chiefs are going to repeat and he'll ride off into the sunset. I think everything sets up for him perfectly to pivot out of football and go into a full-time career as a media personality. He already has his deal with his brother Jason Kelsey for New Heights. They've been doing amazing work there, and there's nothing left for him to do. I mean, especially if he gets a third straight championship. I think that'll be his 4th overall. There's nothing else left for that brother to do. The best to ever do it as a tight end, and an amazing career. So if he keeps playing like that, the Chiefs will find themselves in another Super Bowl for sure. Now looking at the Commanders and Lions, I'll start with this one with probably the obvious one. Jaden Daniels tying the NFL record for most wins by a rookie quarterback with 14. Ben Roethlisberger was the last to do it in 2004. He also became the 3rd rookie quarterback in the league's history to win 2 road playoff games. Joe Flacco did it in 2008. Mark Sanchez did it in 2009. Just phenomenal play, man. 299 yards passing, 51 yards rushing, making plays. I think it was a 4th and 2 where, they ran like a play action and he booted the other way, scrambled to get the first down. Whenever you needed to do it, Jaden Daniels came up big. And, It's not a stat, but I think poise for a rookie quarterback is one of the greatest intangible aspects of the game that they can have, because when they're not rattled by anything, yeah, we're playing the number one seed. So what? That's the attitude he came in with. Yeah, we're on the road. So what? Yeah, we're the underdog. So what? And when you can go into any ball game in any location and have that attitude, bro, you're unstoppable, because you're fearless. You ain't supposed to be there anyway, so you ain't got nothing to lose, and you can play wide open. And that's what these guys have done. That's why they find themselves in the NFC Championship for the first time since 1991. What you got, E?
Man, I mean, as much as I really do, and I did enjoy Jaden Daniels' performance, but it was really a guy on the defensive end, that Mike Serensil, I think I say his last name. Two picks, two picks. He did a great job of playing. Sometimes just doing your job, and he did a great job of playing what he was asked to play. Whether if it was deep, short, whatever he needed to do, and he got his hands on the football to create turnovers, which you needed to beat this explosive Lions offense. You needed to generate turnovers and capitalize off of those turnovers. So Mike did a great job that corner. I mean, I know Lattimore is over there as well. Lattimore played well, but I like Mike, man. Mike played very well. One key thing that I did think about this game that was pretty crazy. Um, the Lions were down, I think, two scores, and you run a reverse pass. I don't. I don't. I don't think Ben Johnson's a bad coach at all, but there's nobody touching the football but my quarterback when you're down two scores and you need to bring it back. I never seen Jameson Williams throw a pass in my life, and yesterday wasn't what I needed to see if they ever came out there. Again, I think Ben Johnson would be great as a head coach wherever he decides to go, but I just think that was the wrong play. I think that was an interesting call to me that defined the game a little bit, and Mike was the one to come away with the interception. So you got to tip your hat off to that defense, man. They played very, very well, and I can't wait to see how it plays against Philadelphia next week.
Absolutely. And reports have already come out saying that Ben Johnson will not return. He's informed the team that he's going to be taking a head coaching job, and rightfully so, he's earned the opportunity to go out and do that. Um, Now to the game that broke your heart the most. I'll let you start with this one: the Eagles and the Rams.
Woo! It was a mixture of things, man. I'm gonna tip my hat off all to the Philadelphia defense. I know Saquon Barkley is like the obvious answer for most because he had 200 yards rushing, two touchdowns, and he put the team on his back where he needed to. But all around defense started with Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter did a great job, forcing pressures when he did get the one on ones, getting sacks, getting back there. But also with Brun, the linebacker, I think he did a great job out there. Cooper DeJean played well. Uh, just the whole entire defense, man. I mean, they're number one defense for a reason. They did a great job of, you know, picking and choosing when to blitz their linebackers and when to fill gaps, and stopping our run or stopping the plays that we had, coming up. So that defense, I can't give it to one person. I know Jalen Carter is at the helm of it, so you could say Jalen Carter, but it's just all of them, man. That whole entire defense was something.
Yeah, for me, it is the obvious answer, which is Saquon Barkley. That home run touchdown, I think it was 78 yards that he had to put them ahead by two scores. That solidified it. His 205 rushing yards is the fifth best rushing total in a playoff game in league history. To come out and do that, that is especially after Jalen Hurts got hurt. Because from that point on, he was the Statue of Liberty. He couldn't do anything. Even when he would boot out, he wasn't a threat to run the football. And so when you become one dimensional like that, he gave up the safety there to put the Rams down. I think they were down by one at that point. And I tweeted out, if I'm Nick Sirianni, I'm going up to my offensive line and telling them it's y'all's job to win us this game. And I'm going to Saquon and saying, we're going to feed you as much as we can. And after that, I think it was 8 runs and 3 passes. He iced the game for him, milked the clock, and ultimately punched their ticket to the NFC Championship. And if you didn't have Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen playing the way they were playing, he would be a shoe in for MVP, because obviously the Eagles were already a championship caliber dynasty. But when you add a piece like that with a quarterback that can also move around, gosh, man, it almost makes them unstoppable. You know, the only thing that could potentially be a hindrance to them is if Jalen Hurts can't be as mobile as what he would like in the NFC Championship game. I'm sure the Commanders are going to be looking at that and hoping and praying that he has a little bit of a gimp going there into that to the NFC Championship game. And then obviously the final divisional round game was between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. And I know statistically Josh Allen didn't have the best of games, but I got to tip my cap to him, man. You know, he outplayed Lamar in the situations that was given to him. You know, one of my homeboys said that they were running a Class 2A offense, and it was very vanilla, but it was effective. 16 to 22, 127 yards, only sacked one time, no turnovers. His counterpart across the way turned the ball over twice. The Ravens turned the ball over 3 times. When you can play a clean football game, it didn't matter if you throw for 90 yards like Riley Leonard did against Georgia. As we saw, if you play clean football, you protect the football, make the plays when you're supposed to make them, and you're efficient, then you are going to win the football game in most scenarios, right? So credit to Josh Allen for being able to play with the chips that were dealt to him, the cards that were dealt to him. I still do believe Lamar Jackson will win the MVP just because I've found out that I thought that what it was is that the votes would happen after the championship games and then they announce it right before the Super Bowl. But this is strictly based off a regular season. Lamar had a better regular season, but in this head-to-head, Josh Allen gets the nod.
Yeah, I agree with you. I take Josh Allen as well. Like you said, not turn over the football. That's big. Like you understand where Josh Allen started from, where his career was in the beginning, where his rookie year to where he's at now. He would throw to the other team as much as he'll throw to his team. So I'm telling you, man, looking at Josh Allen's growth is is really going to. I'm intrigued to see what he does next week, because at the end of the day, people live off of his turnovers. So let's see what he could do without him playing turnover free football yet again, and see what he can do if he can put ball like that. But tonight, you got to tip your hat to Josh Allen. I know it's only 127 passing yards, but again, in the playoffs, all you got to do is win one game and you go to the next round. So I don't care if you want it throwing for 1 yard or throwing for 400 yards. I'm just trying to get to the next round, so we can hoist a little Lombardi. And I think Josh Allen played his role really well tonight.
Yeah, man. And that's all you have to do. Like you said, all you need to do is handle business, make the plays that you are supposed to make, and you'll be able to come out on top. So Championship Sunday will be next week. It will be the third meeting this season between the Commanders and the Eagles. They are split one apiece on the year, and then this will be the fourth meeting since 2020 between the Chiefs and the Bills. Patrick Mahomes has won all three of the matchups leading into this one. So Josh Allen is going in to face the boogeyman to get an opportunity to try to punch his ticket to the Super Bowl for the first time in his career.
Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Fitz Take podcast. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. And remember, every episode of the Fitz Take podcast will air right here on the YouTube channel every Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.